should work. We're live. We're live. We are live.
Is the Heroes Journal live?
All right. Yep. So
here we are.
To our very thoughtful and loyal viewers who are here within the first 10 seconds.
All right. We're good on YouTube.
We need your help for a quick thing.
My help? Or
we just need to make sure that we both have unique audio. You know what I mean?
How do we test that?
So I'll say nothing and then you'll say nothing, but we need to have the chat section. We need to have the chat open so people can give us feedback. So the only way to test it is to be in it, you know?
Cool. Well, Jennifer's here on YouTube. And Stacy. Hi, y'all. So
do Nick and I have unique sounds, or does it sound like I'm talking through Nick's microphone?
Yeah. Can you hear us both? Clearly.
Yeah. Are we indistinguishable from one another? More so than we normally are.
Hi, Laura. People are saying that there's a flame flickering under you. And although you do look really great today, it's probably likely because we lit a candle. You can't really see it. But this is a Perilous Peaks themed candle that Jessica, is it Jessica?
No.
Who was it?
Rachel.
I'm so sorry. Rachel sent us these candles, and we think we already burned through the Wildwood one.
Nick burned through the Wildwood one.
I burned through the Wildwood one.
Yeah, let's not let's not mince words with this one.
Well, we live together.
Yeah.
And we live in the same house. And I make sure it smells good.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it doesn't. But now we're burning through the Perilous Peaks one. And I think it's great. Not only were these candles made custom for us, each scent is like themed after the place in the journal. So I think it's pretty cool.
Jay's getting to the brass tacks. He's like, "What are we talking about here? Candles, journals. What's the deal? What's your guys' deal?" Well, Jay, if you're new to the live stream, one thing about Nick and I is that for the first 30 minutes, we usually don't say anything of import. It's usually just a couple of guys being silly. I'll be honest. But at the end, we will give away a free journal. So if you want a free journal, you can go ahead and submit your name into the giveaway.
It's true. We also do brag a clock as well.
It's true. But that's at a different time.
At some point in the live stream, we do talk about the things you are proud of yourself for this week. You get a chance to brag about yourself.
Yeah.
But not quite yet. First, Kyle and I get to ramble.
We get to just ramble, you know?
We get to ramble.
You know, we get to absolutely ramble.
But, Jay, if this is your first time, or if anyone else listening is your first time, this whole live stream is all about us, giving away a free journal. So at the very end, we will do a drawing. The way that you enter is you just click the pinned comment either on YouTube or Facebook, and you can submit your name to the drawing. The comment should be posted on Facebook. We're getting it up on YouTube now. And you got to be present. You got to be present for the drawing. Otherwise, you can't win because you have to claim it. We say your name. You got to claim it live. Then it's yours. If you're not here to claim it, though, you got to pick someone else. So that'll happen at the very end.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a week it has been.
I have a question for you guys. I ran with one of my athletes who I used to coach back in the day yesterday. And it made me obviously think about the coaches that I had in my life and the mentor figures that I've had in my life. Does anyone here have a mentor story that they wanted to share? Like, do you have any mentors in your life that have that feel like they are of note that you would want to tell two random guys on the internet about? Nick, do you have any mentors that you think about on a regular basis? Semi-regular basis. Regular basis would be like every day. I'm talking like whenever, like if someone was to say mentor this person, just like
probably me in 10 years, man. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. A mentor. I don't know if I would say mentor. I have people that I look up to. I don't know if that's quite the same as a mentor, right? I also kind of think that you can be mentored by someone you don't actually know.
I believe in that heavily.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, in that case, yeah, I think there's been some extremely impactful words of wisdom written by mentors that I really love and I like to apply to my life. The first one that comes to mind is James Clear, guy who wrote Atomic Habits. I have never wanted to reread a book in my entire life. I've never understood the value of reading a book more than once until I read Atomic Habits, and that might not be for everyone. So
yeah,
I'm not saying it is, but it just really, really spoke to me and stuck with me. And it feels like one of those books that I will probably continue to read as I get older and glean insight from. And so I think in that way, I would say James Clear is a mentor. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's a great story. We have a lot of people say they have great mentors. That's awesome. I love to hear that. Obviously, we have a character who is the mentor. Side note, Jay asked us what we knew about Ramadan. I don't know a lot about Ramadan personally.
Yeah, I don't
but
know.
Like, religion aside, with Ramadan, I think that it's really cool that when cultures have things where they have to like give up something, or they have to change up their life. I think that like living in seasons is a fun way to live. Like having especially when like you do it in reverence of something else.
Maybe Jay could educate us on what exactly Ramadan is.
Yeah, I read it. It's is the 9th month of the Islamic calendar observed by Muslims worldwide as a month of fasting, prayer, reflection, and community. Yeah, I know there's like no eating until nighttime or something like that. I know that's something. There's something along the lines of that, but yeah, I've always thought that, like, once again, religion aside, that it's really cool to have like a community event where people are like all giving something up collectively. It's kind of like a sense of like togetherness,
and it's like annual.
Yeah,
or I guess semi regular. Yeah, I think that there is something, whatever your thoughts on religion are, lots of humans throughout time have at one point agreed that restraining certain things from their life is maybe better for them.
Yeah.
Even if it's for a short period or whatever that looks like. And I think it does speak to like the delayed gratification a little bit. Because I feel like we do live in a world where you can pretty much you can get whatever you want. You got the accessibility to, like, with things like Amazon or like Uber Eats, you never have to leave your house.
Yeah.
And there's really not a lot of gratification that I think that we can't immediately tap into, aside from maybe a few certain things. But for the most part, it's just kind of an endless faucet of hedonism, basically do whatever you'd like to do. And so I think it's a good thing, delayed gratification. You never answered. Who's your mentor?
It's coming. It's like not come and go, but there's been like seasons of life. But I would say like the person I probably look up to the most is my college track coach. Just he's somebody who is very like helpful, very wise, but also doesn't take himself too seriously, and allows for him to be like a human being in your life rather than just like this like all-knowing, powerful person. Yeah. I think that a lot of times power can make people, like in some scenarios, can make them unapproachable and is the opposite of lighthearted heavy-hearted? Like, could someone be heavy-hearted?
I think heavy-hearted means like you're going through a hard time.
Yeah, that's what I think too. But when someone's lighthearted and they don't take themselves too seriously, the opposite of that would then be heavy-hearted. But that's not what the opposite would be. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's definitely a word to describe that, but I don't think it's like a one-to-one opposite situation. Also, I don't either. Shout out to Jay for giving us a rundown of what Ramadan is.
Oh yeah,
I appreciate it, Jay. Thank you. David said his dad Vern. I only know him. How do I pronounce this word? Corporally? How do I say this?
I think it's like,
corporally.
let's see what,
I feel like I've seen this word before. Anyway,
in bodily form.
in bodily form for 2.5 years, but he utterly changed my life forever. Oh, well, that's
Yeah.
horrible.
I like that. It's like the core.
Mm.
Is the P silent like in the word core? So it's like corally. Corporarily. Meredith said, I lived in a swamp in Indonesia for 8 years where all of my field assistants celebrated Ramadan. I would fast with them since they couldn't eat till sunset. That's cool. That's a really interesting experience.
Corporeally.
So it's not a holiday.
Like corporal. Corporeally. I mean, all these poor people are trying to help me pronounce this word, and I don't think I'm getting it.
Yeah, I don't think it's one of those things.
Look at all this phonetic spellings.
Yeah. The word phonetic is so good.
It's a good word.
There's things that are like in the world that I think of that I'm like, that's just good.
Yeah.
And the word phonetic is like,
Feels good to say.
because it feels like it feels and it sounds like the definition.
Yeah, breaking a word down phonetically is definitely it's a comfort thing.
Yeah, because it's so many it's like enough syllables and they're like hard syllables. That like it almost feels phonetic.
Yeah.
It feels like there's dashes in it when you're saying it.
Yeah.
Phonetic.
It's very like segmented. There's not
Yeah.
a lot of hubbub, you know?
Yeah.
Just get right to it. That's great. By the way, Ramadan's not a holiday.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, the more you learn.
Look at that.
Yeah.
We learned something today. Is it just me, or does the camera look kind of weird today? I kind of feel like it might be the candle, like...
No, so what it is that the brightness on this computer is really low.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, because if you look at the...
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay,
Yeah.
that's better.
So we're actually using a different computer today.
Yeah.
Because so Bert, who was our kind of like... Is calling someone a gopher, is that like a rude thing to say?
What are you trying to say? Like
So like...
jack of all trades?
Yeah, like...
I'll just say jack of all trades.
Yeah. I like gopher though. But I don't know if it's offensive. Is that offensive, everybody? Anyways, he kind of like did design stuff for us, set up all of our YouTube stuff, edited videos, yada yada yada. Did pretty much everything. And now he's officially off the books.
Mm-hmm.
So this was the first week that I set it up.
Yep.
So we're kind of trying to figure out if it's weird or not.
Yeah. We still kind of need his help.
Yeah.
But it's not that hard.
We needed his help, but for something that he thought was a problem that apparently isn't a problem. You know?
Yeah.
So
True.
the more you know. I keep saying the more you know.
The more you know.
But as far as an author that was a mentor to me, I really like Ryan Holiday. But I don't know if I like Ryan, like if I'm like loving Ryan Holiday either. You know what I mean? I just like his books.
Yeah.
His like Instagram presence is like, it's not for me. I'm not really on Instagram either, but like
he's a little trendy, which makes it hard to fully appreciate him as a mentor. You know what I mean? When your mentor's trendy, it doesn't really feel like a mentor sometimes. It makes you, maybe we're just contrarians and we're like, oh, everyone's talking about Ryan Holiday.
Yeah.
But no, he writes good stuff.
You know who I also really like, and this is probably and I always get his name mixed up. I'm gonna Google it before I mess it up because
Nassim Taleb.
I like him, but I don't like him. He's somebody actually I like even less.
Okay.
I like John Steinbeck.
Oh yeah.
I really like that gruff. Like masculinity that's probably considered, it's probably toxic at this point, but
Steinbeck,
because it's like there's this like he there's this interplay between like this like ultimate masculinity but also like the willingness to like be fragile and like embrace your emotions. And like this writing has this, as it's very interesting, right? Because it breaks all that stuff down.
Did he write Catcher in the Rye? Was that?
Yeah.
And then he wrote.
My favorite book with him was Travels with Charlie. Loved it.
That's right.
And that's not all gruff masculinity needs to be toxic. I think that's correct.
Need be toxic. I like when people say need be.
Yeah.
I think that's cool.
Yeah, I think that's cool too. And I like you. I like you all, Reem. Yeah. I don't really see a lot of social posts. So the ones that I do see.
So Melinda hopped in here with an interesting angle. She said, I feel like mentors should have your best interests at heart / be your cheerleader and coach versus a subject matter expert. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like would you say would you say coach lives under the umbrella of mentor, or would you say mentor lives under the umbrella of coach?
I think they're almost interchangeable.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that they're essentially a to like call a coach a mentor is almost redundant.
Yeah, I don't know if I.
But not all coaches are mentors.
Yeah, I've had a lot of coaches that were not people I wanted to model my life after or gleaned any advice from.
But like, how important is how important is like the can someone be a mentor to somebody else, not a mentor to you? So then they're generally considered a mentor. Mm-hmm. So then a coach, though maybe that didn't like resonate with you, maybe helped someone else.
Yeah. And
it was a mentor to them. So therefore they were a mentor prospectively, just not to you.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Is a coach a mentor? I have a personal relationship with mentors and as mentoree. Yeah. I think that's
fair.
You know, it's one of those things where I think that one of the most important things about the mentor conversation that I always try to approach is I never tried to gatekeep what a mentor could be. Yeah. Because like to find a human being who is alive and is like within like arm's reach and is like accessible to you, that is someone that you would want to emulate or work with or get to know personally, is like genuinely like a blessing, right? Yeah. One that like it's not lost on me that not everyone gets the opportunity for that. So to open up the perspective of a mentor and allow for more people to be like dead, living, alive, like near you or far away from you, that gives a lot of people who don't have access like hope. Yeah. You know?
Would you call a therapist a mentor? Because I would honestly probably call my therapist a mentor, for sure.
I would say so.
And I really take the Melinda idea in that regard because, you know, I've been doing therapy with my therapist for a long time, and I would say he knows a lot about me, you know? So it's like all the advice or all the thoughts he might have about my life or advice he would give me, they're all contextualized in like a long history of him knowing who I am, you know? And I think that that's a really valuable, very valuable part of the relational part of being a mentor. It's not like I just go to him for information, you know? So, but Pam says no, therapists are different.
Yeah.
Because I do pay them, you know? So it's like,
but it's like, it's weird because I've been with my therapist for almost 6 years. Same one. It doesn't really feel like it anymore, I guess. Like I guess I feel like I'm just more with a dude. Just hanging out with a guy. Yeah. Is more so what it feels like, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I think that that's another scenario where it could be. So James had a really good point. So James said, truly, in any moment, anyone could be a mentor of that moment, and that could be incredibly powerful too. Yeah, I agree. I think that like let's say you're in a trying moment, and you're with somebody who maybe is more of an acquaintance or like maybe someone you don't know very well, but like they handle a moment very well, and you're like, I want to emulate that. That is mentorship.
Yeah, that's fair.
So Meredith said, it's funny that you asked. I was literally in a leadership course. Technically, they are two separate things, but a coach can also be a mentor. Well, there we go. We have the scientific definition. And then Bridget says, we stand normalizing therapy. We do stand that. We think that it's incredibly important too.
I wish everyone did therapy.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish therapy was even free. Doesn't really make sense, but
I don't know how that would work. But
I just wish that it was.
You know what's one of the sad realities of therapy?
What?
Is as much as like of a gift it is for someone to like give their time for like their like to be a therapist. Like it's a trying job that not everyone can do. But like it's so taxing. It could be so taxing on the people who are doing like the therapy that like people can burn out.
Oh yeah.
Like our landlord is a therapist, and he was saying that after doing it for 20 years, like he's like emotionally like drained.
Yeah. And yeah, it's weird. My therapist talks to me about his therapist a lot. I feel like that's the only way to mitigate it.
Yeah.
But there's got to be someone at the top of the pyramid.
Oh yeah. So my stepmom Madonna has her PhD in psychology. I think isn't there. I think she's like I don't know what it is specifically. I don't want to give it a name because I'm probably wrong. But she was saying never go to a therapist who doesn't have a therapist. That's her first rule. I was like, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot. It's a lot of emotional baggage.
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I can imagine that being your job, you know, because it's something you gotta love, and 20 years, it's a long time.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right.
Yeah. Where's Waldo just gave a shout out to Rachel, Meredith, and Alicia.
I love it.
Yeah. I
love the vibes on YouTube.
Alicia said I wouldn't pay for a mentor, but I see plenty of people pay for coaches, right?
Yeah. It's true. I have actually in the next season of life been really thinking about assembling what I like to think of as like a Justice League of coaches. Thought about this idea for a long time. Like I just like the idea of having a bunch of coaches who specialize in different things. Like having a fitness coach, obviously having like a therapist, having like someone who can coach me in like business and entrepreneurship, nutrition, like all the things that I take interest in and I care about and I invest my time in already. But just kind of like, a guy that actually Kyle and I watch a lot. His name's Alex Hormozy. He's kind of like an entrepreneur, YouTuber guy. Kind of niche.
Very intense.
Very intense, yeah. But has some good ideas. And, yeah, he talks about this idea of the time that it takes to establish a skill or learn about something new can be, like, cut in half or maybe even cut into a smaller fraction if you hire someone who's already, like, a subject matter expert on that thing and can teach you it. And sometimes it can become a matter of, like, how much, how fast can I learn about this thing? And so I think that hiring a coach or might be able to save you a few years of your life,
Yeah.
Especially like nutrition or something. It's like, think about how many like lessons we all have to learn about our bodies and the kind of food and how our bodies respond to it. And I don't know, I feel like just having someone to keep an eye on that, for example, would be really helpful. But
it's really funny. Reem said, what about a coach who coaches coaching potential coaches? But there was a typo right at the end which said potential couches, which is funny because therapists, they have you sit on a couch. So it's like,
yeah, a therapist is just a couch coach.
Yeah, just a couch coach.
Couch coach.
Yeah, it's really interesting. So I learned something the other day about like eating from one of my good friends. His wife is a dietitian. She's also one of my good friends. So I guess I could just say she's my friend. But She said that a part of like feeling full is having like foods with diverse flavor. Like like a lot of our like subconscious like thinks of being satiated with like having like a variety of flavors. So if you're eating a lot of like really like if you're eating things that are either boring or like bland or really similar, some of the reasons why we can feel full. I might be ruining this, so I'm not like a professional, but like some of the reasons you may not feel full from eating like the same thing is because a variety of flavors is one of the things that satiates us.
Yeah, it's true. It's pretty, what kind of makes me sad sometimes is I feel like dogs eat the same thing.
Yeah, I think about that all the time.
Or like, I mean, not just dogs, but most, I would say, domesticated animals, unless someone is like really goes out of their way to diversify their pets, diet. I feel like maybe they don't enjoy that diversity.
Well, here's my thing. This is how I know dog food doesn't taste good to dogs.
Okay.
Because they never get excited about they rarely ever get excited about their own food. But the second that human food's around, they get super excited and they beg for it.
What if it's just diversity though?
That's what
there's definitely human food that dogs don't like.
Yeah, but what I'm just saying, like that's like
I mean, a salad.
Like if dogs got as excited about their own food as they did about ours, then I would be like, yeah, maybe. But like it's such an apparent difference.
However, I don't know if you've ever seen a dog get new food, like you switch food. They go crazy.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's true.
Or they don't like it because it's new. But I feel like the diversity is maybe important.
Yeah. Melinda said that their cat gets 4 to 5 different flavors of vet-approved brand. I like that.
That's very cool.
That is really cool. So, see, we're already on to something.
Yeah. I actually do. So my sister's also a dietitian. I think she went to – did she go to Central?
Yeah.
Yeah. My sister did the same program.
And then she did her – your sister went to Central? I didn't know that.
For undergrad.
Yeah.
And then she did her master's at Texas A&M.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, my sister's a dietitian, and she is like very much the opposite of me in that she's very warm and loves people and is incredibly friendly. But more than people, she loves animals, like loves animals so much. And I'm always in her ear, and I'm like, you have to start your own brand of like diet conscious pet food. And I want it to happen because I feel like you could introduce that level of diversity.
Yeah.
And maybe like a subscription model or like a
Hello Fresh, but for
like Hello Fresh for
well, what's the name of that? There's such a good name there that's like right on the
there's some good names for
it's like right on the tip of my tongue too. Hello Fresh, Hello I'm trying to think of like Hello Pets or like Hello like Paws or something like that.
Yeah. There's probably a lot.
They already have it.
What is it?
I don't know.
They already have that. See, that's the thing. I'm sure that this already exists, but my thought is you could do it more like boutique. I was thinking less like nationwide coverage and more like just in like a state, and have delivery like every week.
Yeah. Of
like real food for pets that changes and they love and is healthy, and you could like rent out like a kitchen and kind of like make it just for an area.
Yeah. Almost like the virtual kitchen. They should make Uber Eats for dogs.
Especially because we live in like...
Dude, Uber Treats, bro.
Uber Treats.
Uber Treats. Get your dog a meal.
No, but you have to allow the pets to be able to order it.
Yeah.
You're like, my dog ran up my credit card bill. $2,000 this month on Uber Treats.
Yeah. Where's Waldo's friends' partner meal preps for their dog? So it's already a thing.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a thing, especially for dogs or breeds of dogs who have like more sensitive stomachs. Mm-hmm. You got a meal prep for them.
Yeah,
like, I think for a lot of Frenchies are like that. So I guess what I'm saying is if people are willing to put in that kind of work for certain breeds of dogs to keep them healthy, then I'm sure that there's like you could make a brand that saves you from doing that work.
Yeah,
especially I think it'd work in Seattle really well. I think there are statistically more dogs than children in Seattle. People like their dogs.
But yet the doggy daycares aren't filling up. There's a massive uneducation problem with our Seattle pets.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy if we got to a point where there's a public school system for dogs.
Yeah, my Chihuahua just learned cursive. So, so funny. All right.
All right.
All right. None of this.
Can I take a load off? Am I allowed to?
Yeah, let's take a load off.
Well, I don't know if I'm ready for. I don't know if it's quite the time yet. But
To take a load off?
No, just for the clock.
No, yeah, it's not quite time yet. We're a little early. Guys, this is going to be an unofficial segment, but I want to hear, if you guys would, just tell me one thing that you're grateful for today. Could be this week. Could be something. Now, don't get this confused with brag o'clock. That's different.
Not the same.
Not the same thing. I just want to hear something you're grateful for. And maybe to avoid the brag o'clock things, you avoid talking about something you've achieved or something you're grateful that you were able to do. I'll still allow it. But maybe just think about, I don't know, think about like the world. Think about your situation, maybe your health or your family or, I don't know. Kyle, what are you grateful for?
You know, I am grateful for. There's the chat's a little wilder today than normally is, so it keeps catching me off my game.
Yeah.
But you know, I've been training for about 7 weeks, and I'm training for a marathon. I've been running a lot, and historically I've gotten hurt a lot running.
Yeah, you have.
And I'm just thankful for the miles that I've had. I don't know how many miles are in front of me. Obviously, I hope to run the marathon, but you know, anything could happen. But I'm thankful for the amount of miles that I've had thus far.
Do you know how many you've had?
3 times 30 is 90, plus 3 times 40 is 120. So 210 miles.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's like a whole pair of shoes. Is that about how long a pair of shoes lasts? 200 miles?
It's taking 300 to 500, but mine lasts about 200. So I'm like, and I got a pair like right in the like before that. So yeah. It's probably a little over 210, but that's just a rough guess.
I love that. I love it. I'm going to read some of the gratitudes here. Let's see where they started. Let's see. I think Ashley maybe started it.
Well, Alicia said, I'm grateful for my loved ones. They make all the difference on YouTube.
I believe Ashley Cole was the first one to drop a comment on Facebook. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. Ashley said, my family's assistance in raising my son.
It's amazing.
So great.
Rachel said, I'm grateful for my amazing, supportive roommates / friends.
Pam said, I'm grateful that gas has gone down 5 cents.
Wow.
Which I agree with that. I got gas this morning and it hurt.
Chris said, being able to get paid, save up for things, and get experience at my job despite it being really, really hard recently. I'm thankful for my girlfriend supporting while I take care from burnout.
That's good. Especially the hard stuff, you know. So if that's difficult, being grateful for it.
Yeah.
Divorce said, I'm grateful for my cats.
I love that.
That's great.
They're amidst a big cats versus dog debate. So that was probably a little bit of a,
Bridget said, super grateful for this live stream today because I'm super stressed out and literally fled from work to see it and grab some calm. Well, I hope you get to light a candle, and I hope you, whatever chair you're sitting in, I hope you lean back and take a load off, because very soon we're going to have to put a load back on. But for now, Bridget, take a load off.
And remember that some obstacles may feel like a perilous peak, but sometimes with the help of your friends, it's just a happy little hill. Anyways, Stacy said, I'm grateful we finally got some rain in my region this week. Not a lot, but it's better than none.
Alex said, I'm grateful to my dog for saving my life this last couple of years. She supports me when I'm having a low time and makes me laugh when I forget how. Dogs are so great. Pets are great, man. They love you no matter what. People come and go, but like dogs, especially dogs, they love you.
Well, we know where he lies in the debate.
Yeah.
Laura said, feeding my tortoise every morning. Gotta love routine.
I freaking
you know
love
what's
that.
crazy is
I love turtles so much.
I was running with my buddy Isaac, who knows both Nick and I, and he goes, I bet Nick's like a turtle spirit animal. That's what he said.
Really?
Yeah, he straight up just said that. I was
you
like,
even told me this.
I said, well, this happened on Wednesday.
Wow.
And I said straight up, that's Nick's favorite animal. So there was a sense of he got it. He understood it.
That's nice. Yeah, it's weird how we embody our favorite animals, isn't it? Okay. Cody said, I'm grateful for my pets. A lot of pet love today.
I'm
here for it.
Whereas Waldo said, I'm grateful for having a job that covers all my needs. That's huge.
Yeah. Nicole said, I'm grateful for coffee and wet noses and hugs from the kiddos.
Oh, I love coffee. Meredith said, one of my cats will only eat his kidney diet if rotated with others. My other cat will only eat 3 different kinds of food of textures and shapes together. I don't know if that was a gratitude or if that was
I was going to say, I don't know if that was
it's more but either way, it's very interesting information.
Is there another gratitude you wanted to read?
Yeah. Pat just said, I'm grateful for my cup of tea that my boyfriend brings me every morning. That's a great routine.
That's really great.
Especially because you just drink the tea versus having to make it.
Janet said, I'm grateful for the EMTs and ER doctors that helped my husband. After 2 days, he's home again. I'm glad he's home.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Man.
Amy said, I'm grateful for having awesome parents. That's great.
Let's see.
James G has a really good one.
Sherry said, I'm grateful for my friend's support while I undertake my quest. Stay tuned for Brag O'Clock. Ooh, a little foreshadowing.
It's a little precursor, a little prelude.
I like it.
Crimson, which is also a really cool name. Crimson said, I'm grateful for my meds.
Love it. Claire said, grateful for a sunny day to be able to get out for a lovely walk. What makes its way into my journal every time it's sunny outside. I always say the sunny weather. My gratitude lists.
Yeah.
Really impacts my mood.
James G said, I'm grateful for the fact that when I was cold, I was able to turn on the heat. That's an absolute banger of a gratitude. Because I hate being cold.
Yeah. Being cold and not being able to do anything about it is very difficult.
It gets in your bones.
Yeah, humans take a long time to really cool off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's cooling off your skin and there's cooling off your your innards. All right. I'm a doctor. Chelsea said, grateful for having a wonderful fiance. That's adorable. I love it.
Meredith is, I'm grateful for my cats, Chewy and Yoda. All right. They're the ones who eat the liver and the 3 different kinds of food.
There you go. Melinda said, I'm grateful for loved ones and an Avenger level team of medical experts helping me fight the C word and effects. Well, I love that you have an Avenger level team of medical experts on your team. That's really important when you're going through something like that. I also love that Disney owns the rights to the Avengers, and you can say that without fear of getting sued, probably.
Therefore, you kind of are an Avenger. So
yeah,
it's
think about that.
Anyways, Kayla said, I'm grateful for my guitar teacher. He is awesome and has helped me so much. It's so cool.
I love that. Yeah, that's a good one. Anyway, I'm grateful for my parents, nature, coffee, chocolate, overall good health, friends, and this community. Reem said that. Also grateful for good books. Amen.
Yeah.
All right. What else?
We're gonna be reading for a while because we're about to go straight into Brag O'Clock.
I love it.
Yeah.
I have no problem with that.
All right. I have to jump over to Facebook because we're out on YouTube.
Okay, I'm at Sharon. I'll read Sharon Paul. I'm grateful for my new job at Humane Society, helping animals.
First time watcher Jay said, I am grateful for myself for still breathing and walking while being under a major anxiety and harsh circumstances lately after moving to a new area. Good for you, Jay. That's huge. I'm glad that you're here and that hopefully this is a nice and kind environment for you.
Yeah. Ace said, I'm so grateful for my family, my friends. I'm grateful for the internet, everybody that I can be connected to in some way. And it's very positive. And then also said, I'm grateful for those in my life and weather, it looks like. Glad to hear that, Ace. Are we all caught up?
No,
not even close.
Michelle said, grateful I got to see my mom in the nursing home today. She was not too agitated and let me rub her arm and forehead like a small child getting sleepy. The power of touch. So touching. No pun intended.
Mackenzie said, I'm grateful for my parents that let me move back in after COVID shut down my college. Oh, yeah. I think Kyle and I might move back in with our parents after we move out of here.
Yeah.
Very grateful for my family. Megan said, grateful for my bestie who puts up with my texts when I get a little lonely.
Yeah.
It's always good.
Melissa said, I'm grateful for my cat Pepper, whom I rescued from the streets of South Korea, and she rescued me from depression.
Aww.
I love that.
I love that. You could say that she healed your soul.
Devora's grateful for cocktails. I love it. I love that Friday. I love Friday night. Friday night Devora is absolutely getting after it. I love
5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. David says his keeps getting missed, so I'll read it. David said, I bit the bullet and checked on my med test results. This could be life-changing. I'm low on vitamin D and also on testosterone. This could be part of my health issues, my depression, my tiredness, my slow healing, and more. If I can get meds to help with this, also sunlight, then that could help a lot with literally everything. Well, positive vibes to you, David. It's really, really nerve-wracking. And I don't know. I wish you nothing but the best. And I know that a lot of people here are grateful for you. And I really appreciate you, keeping us in the loop. I feel like there's a lot of scenarios and a lot of other people that would keep this to themselves and not be as comfortable sharing it. But I appreciate you being brave and vulnerable. And yeah, hopefully things get better.
Reem and Jay are having an absolutely crazy moment right now. I'm not 100% sure what a lot of it means.
Yeah.
But apparently Jay may have gone to school with one of Reem's cousins.
Wow.
In a part of the world that I do not know where it is.
Super cool. I think Jay said he's from Saudi Arabia earlier in the chat. I don't know if that means he went to school there, but
he went to school in Riyadh, which is in Saudi Arabia, the capital.
Oh, there you go. You learn something every day.
And both Reem and him speak Arabic, which is pretty cool.
That's very cool. Okay, so now I guess we move on to brag o'clock, right?
I need to take a second from reading.
Oh, okay.
I don't have that long of an attention span. Sorry, everyone.
All right, let's take a break from Kyle and I reading before brag o'clock.
Actually, yeah, I need a little. I need a little like what's that called? An intermission.
Yeah.
I feel like it's also good for an intermission because if you go straight from reading to more reading, then it's just a lot of reading, It's not, and that's just us. That's a lot of typing.
Yeah.
So typing, that's finger cramps. We wouldn't want that.
That's fair.
We want to keep people's fingers protected for their journaling, which is much more important than typing.
So what would you like to intermiss about?
So Ryan made a bookmark this week. And I think it might be my favorite thing he's ever made.
Wow.
At the Heroes Journal. I keep hitting my head on this.
Those are fighting words, potentially.
Not because anything else is bad. It's pink and green, which are like, to me, are two of my favorite like colors together. He obviously did a lot of shading and did the stuff that Ryan does really great, but like it's like pink and green were like really big.
It's a great scene. So I don't think we've shown the bookmarks yet.
I don't think so.
Should we spill the beans today about the bookmarks?
We could.
I think we should.
Should?
I think we should.
Or shall? What about would?
I think we should, shall, and I think we would.
But so this is my thing. I'm upset. You guys want to hear why I'm upset? Well, Nick sends me. You send them to me, not Bert now.
Okay.
You want to know why I'm upset?
Why are you?
You want to know why I'm visibly angry?
You look so angry right now. It's crazy.
I'm livid.
Just lounge back.
Because it's not big enough to print as a poster. I want it on my wall. I would have to have him blow it up.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to put the same one side by side. I just want a bigger version of it.
That's a good point.
And that makes me sad.
Man, I gotta find these other bookmarks. Okay.
Should is optional. Shall is mandatory. That's fair.
Ooh. Okay.
How do we? So can we see my anger? Can we feel it?
All these bookmark designs are very spread out.
Yeah.
Here we go. All right. I'm going to send them to Kyle.
All right, time for Kyle to load on.
Oh, load's getting put back on. I'm just going to send them one by one so you have them.
My mic is coming off.
Oh, that one's sideways.
Yeah,
I guess
it
kind of makes sense. Okay, so these are the 4 different bookmarks that they will come for free with a Hero's Journal for Galaxy of Astoria. Now, I can also tell you what colors align with these bookmarks, just so you know. And now on the back, we used to give a 93 days of habit tracking. But this time around, we're actually, well, I guess it's not this time around because we already did it for our most recent order. So if you have a newer Legend of Astoria with the magnetic box and all that, you already have this kind of bookmark. There's only 31 days on the back. So a month-long habit tracker. I feel like if the stream ends, then it probably closes the live stream. Wait.
All right, we're back. So I may not be able to add. I might not be able to ever add anything to this again. This computer can't handle it.
Oh, is that why it closed?
Yeah, it like crashed.
Oh, I see. Well, anyway, guys, that's the whole journal. So, we weren't planning to show the whole thing, but I hope you guys. I'm just kidding. Our streaming software just crashed, and so maybe we need to fix the audio. Ooh.
I think if I do this, then I go like.
Whoa. Sorry about the Matrix windows, everyone. Let's see if this works.
Did that work?
Let's see. Well, hold on.
Did not.
No, it didn't work. It didn't work. Sorry about that, everyone. We're trying to figure out how to make this work. Okay. Here's a picturesque scene.
There we go. That's why I couldn't do it.
Let's see if we can get it to go. Show me a bookmark. And no. Still no. Yeah, that's what we're seeing. Sorry about this, everyone. Like we said at the beginning of the live stream, this is the first time we've used this laptop to live stream on, and so we're not really in our usual setup. I could just show them on my screen. It's definitely not as exciting, but it may be the only option.
It just doesn't make sense. You know?
Yeah. You know? Oh well. We'll have to figure it out in the future. That's okay.
Well, I can try one more thing. Can I try one more thing?
Yeah, you can try one more thing. However, it's looking like we're not gonna have time for Bragg O'Clock, and that's okay. I'm not super mad about that because it's not called Bragg O'Clock live stream. It's called Free Journal Friday. Priority is always to give away a free journal. I will get this pulled up then.
Sorry about that.
We're
So
back again.
yeah, we'll have to figure that whole thing out. What we'll have to probably do is, unfortunately, we will have to most likely predetermine beans, and then we'll download them, and then we'll put them as scenes. But
It's true.
oh, by beans, so like there's a phrase called spilling the beans. For those of you who don't know, so we say that whenever we like tell you new stuff that we're doing,
Yeah. Spill the beans. You
it's
could also
spilling the
live
beans.
stream on this computer, and then you could type on that one.
I guess I could do that too. Yeah.
But anyway, so I know this isn't as good. Wow, I know this isn't as good at all as a screen share, but
I would do this, so that can help.
okay.
You go closer. Looks like we'll have to wait. Looks like we'll have to wait.
It's pretty bad, guys. I don't think it's gonna happen. I'm sorry.
Sorry, everybody.
We teased
Learning
everyone.
curve.
Maybe this one will show up better, so we can at least get one. Let's see if this one.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
that's
great.
way better. So this is a full. That's because this one is more horizontally oriented.
Darker.
So this is the back of actually the Deep Space edition. So that's the leather journal that will be released. This is actually what the bookmark looks like. So I know a lot of people don't know the story of the journal yet, but this is actually the whole kind of path, all the different little planets and things that get visited. And there's a lot of little Easter eggs on this bookmark as well.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites we've
Really
ever made.
cool. This is not the one that I was talking about, by the way.
No. The one that Kyle's talking about is more vertically oriented.
Do you think it'll work?
I could give it a shot. See if it shows up. It's not.
It's all right. That's a tease. It's not a bean.
You can't really see it. Sorry about that. I mean,
Oh, Bert's fine, by the way, guys. Everyone, Bert has a new job. He's super happy with all of that. He's doing great. Yeah, he's totally fine.
Still can't really see it. Okay.
We are not playing. We're not planning on Bert replacing Bert right now. But who knows? It seems like we need to. So
Yeah. Anyways, I feel so bad. Sorry about that, guys. We totally teased beans and then didn't deliver. So
we're working on it.
we gotta fix our systems. We gotta get better.
Christine said it's their daughter's birthday this weekend. Happy birthday from the Heroes Journal. The official happy birthday from the official Heroes Journal. Officially. Yeah. So, you know what that means, though? You know what's even sadder about this whole thing?
What?
I'm not going to be able to put the wheel on the screen.
Yeah. You couldn't handle it.
It just turned off. That was crazy.
Yeah, basically, for those who are curious as to what's going on, every time we try and share a browser window in the live stream with you guys, it just crashes the whole streaming service. So that's why we go away for a bit.
So if anyone's wondering why I had to get a new laptop, now you know, because it was doing that stuff with everything.
Yeah. Bridget's comment made me laugh.
Kyle's anger broke the internet.
Yeah. Well, we just wanted to, get you guys, riled up about them and then not show you anything. So sorry about that.
Alrighty, we have 63 entries today. So what's funny is we also don't have that the countdown. So we're bare bones. This is like 2021. Early.
Here's how it's gonna work. I'm gonna count it down. I'm not.
He's not. No.
I'm just gonna keep an eye on the clock. Oh, I'll tell you what. I'll prop my phone up on the candle, and then we'll know from there.
For the love of Pete. Do people still say that?
Sounds like it. Okay, so here's how this works. Free Journal Friday. Make sure and enter your name. Sounds like everyone is entered. We have about 63 entries. So we're going to do a random drawing to see who is the winner of a free journal. If your name is called, you have got to claim the journal in the comments. So you got to drop a comment so we know that you're here. You have 90 seconds to do that. If you fail to do it, then we will pick someone else. All right.
1 second.
Here we go.
By the way, so because we ran out of time with Brag O'Clock because we did Grateful O'Clock, if you have a brag you want to share and you've been waiting all week to tell it, just throw it in there.
Yeah.
Just throw it in the comments.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, we got a little ahead and my brain was no longer I couldn't read anymore, so that's my fault. So.
SWA said, how do I enter? Oh, it's Stacy. Well, Stacy, just click on the pinned comment on YouTube or Facebook, wherever you'd like to.
I'll type you in
enter.
this time.
Wow, look at that. Kyle's doing you a solid. He's going to manually enter you in. Amazing.
All right, spinning.
All right, the wheel is spinning. The winner of Free Journal Friday is
Joy. Oh
no, it's Jay.
Jay.
First time.
Jay. I don't. I read Joy.
It's
Jay. That's huge.
I love it. Jay, first time watcher, listener. If you're still here, you just won Free Journal Friday. And here's the timer. Timer started. You got a minute and a half.
That's crazy. Because Jay came in and said, can I have a free journal? That was the first thing Jay said to us. Can I have a free journal? Guess what?
Guess what, Jay?
You got one.
The answer is yes. Congratulations. Jay is here. Jay is now the winner of a free journal. That's crazy.
Yeah.
What What a magical moment.
What an absolutely magical moment.
Congratulations, Jay.
So, Jay, sounds like you are in the U.S., which is great because we don't ship very well outside of the U.S. But, and yeah, so if you email support at the Heroes Journal, tell them what color you want, and we'll ship it to you.
Yeah, Jay, there's a pinned comment now on Facebook. Support at the Heroes Journal. That's the email that you need to email. Just let them know. You can look on our website, whatever color journal you want, and they will ship it to you for free. And obviously let them know what address you would like them to ship it to, and we'll send it to you as soon as we can. And thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you.
Look at that. Magical things happen. All right. Should we read a few brags before we hop off?
Oh, yeah.
We got like 5 minutes. Let's do it.
We had Patches said I got a $5,000 raise in my salary this week.
Wow.
That's amazing.
I love that. I'm trying to... Okay. Melinda said, brag. In music therapy session, I played 3 instruments. Wow. Harp, xylophone, and the drums that I don't actually play, and we recorded tracks representing my heart, mind, soul. Very cool process. Wow. That sounds super fun.
Yeah.
That's like really cool.
Bridget said it was raining in my kitchen last night, and I didn't even cry. That's my brag. Raining in your kitchen?
Oh, my gosh. What? Yeah, wow.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like there's a lot to unpack. Chelsea gave us a fiance update.
Oh, yeah. We love the updates. This is the reoccurring segment.
You want to read it?
I keep hitting my head on this thing. It's really bothering me. 7 drinks down and 7 weeks in. That's amazing.
Love it.
I love that.
Incredible.
Tell them good job for us.
Yeah.
They're probably right there.
My delayed brag, Devora, said, I launched an ebook, an audiobook, and fixed my cubicle tunnel syndrome. Wow.
Know what's exciting is that Ashley got their free journal from last week 10 minutes ago, which is pretty exciting.
Wait, what?
They received the free journal from last week 10 minutes ago.
Oh,
so it's
that's
like
fun.
It's like a baton.
It's kind of a slow shit. We're usually faster than that.
Yeah. Sorry if it was slow.
Yeah, sorry about that. Apparently the weather on the East Coast, according to our weather correspondent, Bridget, is wild on the East Coast. So for those on the East Coast, stay safe.
Christy said I made honeycomb brittle from the Skyrim cookbook last night, and I'm doing homemade apple pies today. That's awesome.
Really freaking cool. Skyrim
are we all still fans of Skyrim? Do we still play Skyrim, or do we still like follow Skyrim stuff?
Would you guys say you're bigger Skyrim people or Fallout people?
Like, yeah, what's your favorite Bethesda?
Yeah, Bethesda makes those games, right?
Yeah.
I believe so. Same studio.
Fallout with multiple exclamation points.
I think it was it might actually be someone else. I might be getting mixed up. I feel like there's someone who's like a super fan of, I think it's Neela actually.
Yeah.
I think Neela is like a super fan of Fallout.
Yeah.
Like a huge diehard fan. If I remember. I love it. Elder Scrolls / Skyrim. Reem says Fallout 4 specifically. Nicole, a little throwback to Oblivion. Super cool.
Were they, Jay, were you trying to get some shoes? Because I also tried to get some shoes this morning, and I also didn't get them. So maybe we're in the same boat. I feel like they were shoes.
All right. Well, look at that. It feels like there's a good blend here between kind of the Skyrim people / Elder Scrolls people, and then like Fallout people. Both great options.
Yeah. Bethesda
cool.
makes great games, so it's like hard to.
It's true.
It's a hat from Scally Cap Boston Company.
Mm.
Nick's been on a hat kick recently.
I bought so many hats, guys. You were going to see a new hat every Friday. We're going to have to rename the live stream to New Hat Friday because I think in the last 5 weeks, I think I've bought 7 different hats.
Well,
you know, I mean, I only have one head, you know.
But you and I wear a lot of hats.
We do wear a lot of hats.
It's funny because we work at this business and we do a lot of different stuff. When people do a lot of different, like when they're like when someone has a job that requires a lot of them, People say they wear a lot of hats.
Oh.
Anyways.
I hated how long it took me to understand what you were saying. Much love to you as well, Jay, and congratulations.
Yeah, Reem is a signature hat. Is that a hat with your signature on it, or it's like it's a hat to which you're known by? To which you're known by is a weird sentence. I never have said that. But I've never.
To which you are known by. Do you? I would actually say that is the hat that you are known by. By the way.
You think so?
Yeah, that's
the ShipStation.
That is your.
It's such a funny brand to represent. It's such a funny brand.
ShipStation's like is like the software that we use to collect orders.
Oh yeah.
It's like our order system.
Big.
They sent us a hat once, and Kyle just.
No, I
it's
asked
his personality now. Did you?
Yeah.
Oh wow, there you go.
They said hey, do you want a free gift? And I was like, a hat for sure.
Like,
so now every time they email us anything,
you email back, give me a hat.
I want another hat. I tell them that every single time. They're probably so upset. And that's probably not very heroic of me to respond like that. But I just want another hat.
Is that one getting pretty?
Well, I'd like a backup. What if I lose this one?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? You have the whole identity crisis.
My whole problem. Yeah, so Reem gets it because Reem also has one, and it's in the avatar.
You know, people talk about comfort clothes often, or maybe even like a comfort blanket.
Yeah,
I think that there is a unsung hero in comfort hats that people go to.
Yeah. You know what's weird is
I actually do have a question about hats. This is very important. So one of the goodies we're thinking about releasing with GOI is a hat, and this is actually I know we're going a little over time, but would you rather have a beanie or a dad hat like Kyle has on? They're called dad hats, but everyone wears them. I guess just like a typical baseball cap. I don't know, but basically like this with either embroidered or a patch on it that is like something spacey and kind of represents GOI. It'll probably be black.
Yeah.
So
we got an early front runner for beanie. But Ashley came back with that hat. Beanie. We got 3-1 right now. 4-1.
Beanie's taking off.
But guys, remember it's gonna be shipped out in July. So
yeah, I didn't think about this. It will be in July. So baseball
both.
We might be able to do both actually. Kind of defeats the purpose, but
dad hat's coming back so strong.
Wow, dad
hat is absolutely coming back.
People really spoke up.
You know what's interesting is I feel like people wear a hat to stay cool, but they wear a beanie to get warm. You know, people are like, oh, I wear a hat to keep my face out of the shade. You know, my face in the shade.
Keep it out of the shade. People wear beanies to keep their face out of the shade. Maximize the sun.
Christy doesn't even wear beanies. Oh yeah,
there's some pretty opinionated, and I get it, but there's some opinionated camps.
Guys, we have some crazy ideas. We don't know if we're gonna be able to do them all, but we have some crazy ideas.
Yeah,
talking life-changing stuff here.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun release. I'm super excited for GOI. We actually just today put the down payment on our order.
Yeah.
For the new GOI journals, and guys, it's might be the best one. Might be the best one yet.
We have some extremely cool news. We have new news that's coming to you soon, and I am excited to tell you about it.
We do.
Well, just once we have.
Oh yeah, you're right. We have a lot of beans to spill.
We have the finalized colors. We have the amount of bundles we're gonna do. What kind of bundles we're gonna do. When the release date is.
All the goodies.
It's gonna be.
It'll be a fun one.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun one.
That reminds me, I got to email someone. Okay, all right. You guys, have a really good weekend. Remember to be grateful. Remember to be a hero. And most importantly, love yourself. Be patient. Be kind.